Hello everyone. In this video, we'll discuss about how to update the data within the table and how to set the limit, right? So let's understand what is update. Suppose say that in the table, you have entered a data, right? Or somehow somebody did a mistake, right? While entering the marks, right? So how to change it, right? Suppose say in this table, right, you have a marks, right? In this mark somebody updated like a 00 or maybe a 10. So later you realize that okay, these numbers are wrong, somebody entered it, you know, something wrong. So in that case, how will I be able to update it, right? So let's understand. So update. So update, how to write this update syntax, right? So first of all, I'm setting the database, in which database I have a table. So I'm instantiating the cursor as usual. The syntax for update is update. Update what? Update the table, school. Okay, so in that table, so what column I should update? So I will say set. Okay, my column name is marks. Okay, column name is marks, that is fine. So what is the new data? So I'm saying marks equal to 100. This is basically my new data, right? New data which I wanted to update, right? So this is the new number. So fine, marks is having a lot of rows, but exactly where do you want to update, right? So say marks, I have rows, maybe hundreds of thousands of rows. So do I need to update entire column or only the particular row? Then I'm going to say where, where student's ID. So I'm going to check the student's ID. Student's ID I will have, right? So I am going to say student ID 10657502. So corresponding marks I wanted to update, right? So this data I wanted to update it to 100. So I'm saying student data equal to 10657501. So this row I wanted to update the corresponding element under marks column, right? So that's how I can interpret this one, right? Let's repeat once again so that you can understand in a better way. So let me change this small, come on. Okay. So I will say update. School is the column name, sorry, table name. In that, set it, the column name, and my new data is 100, wherever student ID is equal to this guy. So where we have to change this marks, right? So fine, I'm going to call this SQL as usual, my cursor.sql, my dot execute and this SQL. So after changing, I have to save it permanently, right? So I'm going to say commit, right? Commit is what I'm going to say. Now I'm going to execute this. Let's run this. One row affected. It means that a data is successfully updated. So let's check whether the row has been updated or not. So what I will do, I will take some selection code here. Okay, let me take this guy so that we can check whether particular data has been updated or not. So I'm going to just keep this. Let me create one cell here, insert a cell, then I will just execute this. Now, yes, you can see here, this data has been updated, right? This data has been updated. Otherwise, what was the earlier data? Let's look into this. Okay, so we had inserted different data, right? So what was the data? Let's see whether we have this 106575. So as you can see here, there was a 35, right? Earlier it was 35 for this guy 10657502, which was 35. Now it is updated to 10657502. For this guy we have updated to 100. So this way I can update any row based on some condition, and however you want to update, or whichever column you want to update, you can update it, right? That's about a update. So now let's look into the limit. What is limit here, right? Let's look into that. So limit clause accepts one or two arguments. Accepts one or two arguments. You can give either one or a two. The values of both arguments must be 0 or positive, right? What exactly it means? So basically, if I want to fetch all the rows, right, what I will do, I will just write a this way, right? So this way, as you can see here, select star everything, right? So this is what I do. So in this case, this is how I usually write, but I am not interested to see all the rows. Maybe I am interested to see maybe from this to this row, right? Starting from here and up to here. Or maybe I'm interested starting 5 rows or 6 rows or 10 rows, right? Depending upon my requirement. So in that case, how do I select only few rows? So that's where a limit comes into a picture, right? So let's look into this. Let me delete all this. So how I'm going to write, let me also clear. This is fine. Let's fine. Let's keep it. Not a problem. So I'm going to write. So basically, limit. So should be a starting position and how many rows. So it means that select star everything from the table name. Here I'm saying limit, right? Limit. So the first position, if you write two integers, right? The starting position is right. So from which row you wanted to select. So I'm saying from second row. And the second element or the integer says, okay, from second row, I need 5 rows, right? If you have a 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you start from the second. After that, you count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these numbers I want. So that is what it says. All right. Let's execute that and see how things will work. All right. Let me delete this. So as you can see, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 5 rows it is selected starting from second, right? So as you can see, 0 and 1 is the index, right? So this is the second index. So from here, it has selected 5 rows, 36 to 40, right? 36 to 40. All right. So that's how you can interpret. So I think I have mentioned wrong, but the very first one is the 0th index, and this is the first index, and this is the second index. From second index, I need total 5 rows. What if I give only one integer? What happens? So absolutely, it is going to give me from 0th index. So total count, right? So 0, 1, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows I'm able to access. So that is basically what the limit is. All right. Yes, that's all in this video. In the next video, we will see some different syntaxes. Thank you for watching. Keep learning.